And we are live. It is September. What's Wednesday? Jeez, it's a Wednesday. Holy crap, I could not think of the day for a second. It is Wednesday, September 8th, and we got some work to do. So let's hop in and get some work done. Get that work did, y'all. How uneducated did I just sound there? I would say pretty. So the goal tonight is to finish up. Wow, it is storming outside. Holy moly. Anyway, the goal tonight is to finish up this platform that the player stands on when they are in VR. So we're going to work on this some. I'm pretty happy with this railing. Maybe add like a little bit of detail to it. Like maybe add a line across the top or something where it's split, so like, hey, this looks like it was actually constructed in a reasonable way. Yeah, let's do that. I got some ideas. We're gonna make this look dope. So we'll go back to the platform ring, and here is where the magic is gonna happen. So I think I cut this on the bottom, so let's add some seams. For seams, I like to just do a solid layer and call this seams. We'll make it completely black like that. We will set the roughness up a decent amount and set the height down a decent amount. It doesn't really matter how high. We can always mess with that later. We add a black mask, and now wherever we paint, we get these seams. So we're just gonna draw straight down the middle like that. I think that looks pretty good. That's about centered, right? I can't really tell. Looks pretty close to center. We kind of want to I wish I could see where the polygons are. Wow, okay. So like right here. Seems about center. Sick. That looks pretty good to me. So I can do the same on the other ones as well. So let's just go back to this mode. Let's take a look-see. I guess like right around there. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to update this viewport until you click in it. I think this might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. I don't think that's quite centered. Yeah, I went one over. I wish there was a way to just always show the geometry. I feel like that would be so much nicer. That would be a cool feature. Alright, that works for me. One more. I think it's this one. Yep. So let's take a look at where the center of that is. It's right about here. We can snap this line straight down the middle. Looking pretty good. So now what I was thinking we could do, check it, is add a paint layer. And there's a brush built into Substance Painter called the Screw Brush or Screw Bolt. And it just automatically makes screws. It does all of the proper height parameters and everything. It's great. So I figured just for some additional detail, you could just add some screws to this. The screws always look cool. 100% of the time. No questions asked. Look at that. It just adds an extra layer of realism. Every time, no matter what. So we'll add some right here. And we'll add some screws right here as well. If they're not perfect, that's fine. Humans make errors. I don't, but like people that are constructing this in their video game world, like they make errors. I want to make sure I'll understand that I don't make errors. I'm perfect in every possible imaginable sense of the word. God, I wish. Gotta figure out where this goes. Where does this go? Oh, I guess it starts over here. Yeah. So let's yeah, I don't know if we need it there. I think that looks pretty cool. Today's G Fuel tastes kind of like rainbow sherbet. Sherbet? I never really know the proper way to pronounce that. So, I'd say this looks close enough to done, and we can always turn the seams off if we decide we don't like them. I think it looks fine though. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So, let's add... Do we need to add anything else? I kind of... Okay, hear me out. Let's look at this platform for a second. So like this inner area down here, I kind of want to make that darker than the other area. Which might be difficult because it's already really dark. But I'm going to go ahead and add a solid black layer here. Set the roughness all the way up. Yeah, there we go. Infinite Abyss. And that looks pretty cool. Ooh, or we could make it glow. Yeah, let's try that too. Okay, so we'll duplicate this. Let's make this one a little bit brighter, like an orangey. Then we'll add to the emissive channel as well and make that like a nice bright yellow. No, I don't think it'll work because we can't do bloom in VR. It's too weird with the perspective. So we'll just make it black. I think this looks good enough to take in the engine as a first pass. Maybe we'll add some detail to it later if it's not looking cool. But once this is animated, I think it'll look pretty cool. So we'll just say File, Export Textures, and here we want to choose a place for that. I'm gonna go find my location. Documents. Game design, Punchbomb. I did not pronounce Punchbomb very well. What's up, Sam Ryben? How's it going? Let's go to... Again, I have a billion folders here. Descend, pieces individual, transport, textures. Let's call this Transport 2021. They want this to be Unreal Engine, and I made a duplicate of that. Why? Oh, wait. Oh, no, nice. Okay, we're good. TP platform, ring, TP platform, and then get all the cool textures. So we'll go ahead and export. There's one other thing I want to do to this, but at least we have our export settings saved now. So here, where our screws are. What's up, Cash? How was y'all's day? It is thunderstorming outside here. You'll probably hear it at some point. To the screws, I want to make them look like they fit in a little bit better, and a really easy way to do that is to add another layer. Make it a height layer. Move that height down, add a black mask, and then just start stamping some lower height here. But then if we do a filter blur, now we get like this nice indentation where it looks like the screw is screwed in just a little bit too hard, and it looks really nice from a distance. Look at that. Maybe up the blur intensity some, like so. So now we can just go around on all the screws and stamp that there. Look dope. This is A+ primo advice for anybody who wants to be a professional CG artist, I guess. And then we're going to make those screws stand out a little bit better by adding some roughness to them, because right now they're so shiny that they look like they're not reflecting anything. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but yeah. Yeah, so this is a fun way to make screws look more believable on almost any surface. If you screw something in hard enough, it's gonna start to indent a little bit. Also, let me change this to live chat rather than top chat, because I might accidentally miss something. Okay. Cool. And then we can mess with the value for this. We can make it either super intense or not that intense. I'm thinking somewhere around minus 0.43 is pretty cool. Looks good to me. So now I can say file, export textures. All the settings should be correct already. So we'll hit OK. And at this point, we're going to need to up in the Unreal Engine. Documents. Way too many folders. I need a new computer, just wipe it clean, nothing. But then I lose all my progress, so that's a little bit counterintuitive. And I'll show you what we're gonna do for the lights that go around this. It's gonna look really cool when we're done. Oh, wow, there's apparently a big press release tomorrow for Facebook and Ray-Bans. I think we're gonna get some augmented reality glasses similar to the Snapchat ones that people just got their hands on. If anyone wants to buy this Secret Lair Super Drop from Magic the Gathering, now is your last chance. I bought the Kamigawa ink and the Carpet of Flowers. Oh, it looks like Unreal's open now, so I don't have to stall anymore. Yeah, so I bought this. Oh, look how good it looks. God, that's such good art. Love it. And I bought this one just because I need the Carpet of Flowers. It's a really good card. Your day's been going well. You did have a thunderstorm yesterday. Maybe it came by your place. That makes sense. I don't know. It was kind of thundering here yesterday too. Maybe ours just lasted longer than yours. So I'm gonna make a new folder, call this platform. I'm going to export each of these individually now. So we'll say file, export, FBX, TP, just rail. And all the settings are already correct because I haven't closed this since yesterday. File, export, FBX, TP _ just platform. So then we'll hop back into Unreal Engine, and it is not going to cooperate with me. I have to go find my stuff again. I need shortcuts. I should just make shortcuts to everything. Maps, descend, pieces individual, transport, just rail, just platform. We'll drag. Okay, you do you, Windows. Nobody asked you to do that, but whatever, man. Import all. Looks good. Looks good. So now, here's the fun part. We're going to grab our textures. Drag those in. And we need to make sure that these are not sRGB for the occlusion roughness and metallic. Save everything. Normal maps usually come in correct, but it's okay to it's good to double check. But it's usually pretty good at detecting that. Cool. So now I'm gonna go. So I think we're gonna make a few different emissive maps and then we'll mix them. When do you think the game would be finished? My goal is to finish it before the end of the year. So that gives me like 3 months, I guess. To at least finish version 1, then I always kind of want to add stuff to it if people like it. But the goal is to get version 1 finished and out of early access, and then port it over to the Oculus Quest, where the market is much more kind to people trying to sell things. I think Oculus would want something polished over there, so they would probably like this. Because this game is dope. So for this, we're going to... yeah, we'll turn off these tubes. Or we'll turn off the emissive for these. We'll say file, export textures, and export that. And then we will export a mask to add some emission to it. So we will export mask to file. This is a really cool feature in Substance Painter that allows you to just export a mask as an image file. It's nice. So we'll say ring tubes mask.png. So we will re-import the emissive map since that's changed. And then we will grab the mask as well. So now for our ring, platform ring material, this is where we have to start plugging stuff in. So we're going to grab the color that goes there. We're going to grab the emissive, and we're going to do some mixing with that. So we're not quite there yet. Grab the normal, and that goes into the normal map. We grab the occlusion roughness metallic. Red goes into occlusion. Green goes into roughness. Blue goes into metallic. So how this works, for anybody curious, this map, this image texture looks like Visual Vomit, but Epic Games, or I guess, I don't know who figured this out. It's really clever though. So any object in real life, like let's say this cup for instance, can be described by 1, what color is it? 2, is it metal, is it metallic or not? 3, how shiny or rough is it? And then normal maps make it look like it's bumpy when it's not actually bumpy, but that's more of an optimization thing. So those are the parameters that make up pretty much any material in the real world, and you can define those parameters using a texture. Now, each of those parameters is defined using a black and white texture. So color images are literally just 3 black and white channels. You have your red channel, which pixels are red, you have your blue channel, and you have your green channel. Green and blue are reversed there. So they figured out they can store all 3 of these different texture maps in one image file, and that saves up a lot of disk space, and it's really cool. I will always say how cool that is. I love it. It makes this so convenient. So anyway, let's work on our emission. So for that, we need to make a gradient. So which we already have one that we can probably use. Yeah, we can grab this for now and just see what this looks like in practice. And then we can make our own custom gradient just for this guy in a little bit. So we're going to say multiply this by the mask. And how pixel math works is white is 1, black is 0, so you can picture the rest there pretty much. Anything, so if you're multiplying, if you multiply, let's say you have blue and you multiply it by black, which is 0, you're going to get 0. If you have blue and you multiply it by white, which is 1, you're going to get blue, because 1 times whatever is whatever. So that's how pixel math works. So compositing pixels and textures is important to know. So here we're going to say add, and we're going to add this emission to this emission, and then we'll plug this into our emissive color, which is probably way too small to see on y'all's screen right now. But now, if we save this and look at our ring, we have the gradient on the tubes. And now to animate that gradient, all we have to do is add a panner and a texture coordinate. A texture coordinate tells it how to map a 2D image to a 3D surface, and it's your UV maps that you do in the 3D software. texture coordinates. So we grab that, plug it into the coordinates, plug that into the UVs, and then we can speed this along on the x-axis 1. So now if we look at our railing, we have that animating a little bit fast. So we can say maybe minus 0.75 for the speed. Save that. That looks pretty cool. But what I'd like to do is make our own gradient. So let's go into Photoshop. And we're gonna make a black and white gradient that we can use as a mask to mix two colors that we want to mix. So, Photoshop, where'd you go, baby? Pick Photoshop. We create a new document. Let's just make it 1024 by 1024. That's fine. We can add a gradient. We want this to just be solid black and white. So we'll put that at 50%, like so. Looks good. And then just like that. So then we can save this as a PNG. Documents. Game design, punch bomb. Maps. Descend. I really need to just make a shortcut, huh? Transport, textures, and then we'll call this PNG, and then it'll be Glow Mix. Hop back into Unreal Engine and grab our Glow Mix, shove it down here. And now in our textures, rather than using this preset one, we can grab our Glow Mix, do the same panner, but then use this to mix two things. So then we can say, mix? Nope. Color. I know there's, I know there's like a, oh, blend? Are we gonna do a lerp, maybe? Lerp. 3 color. So we want constant 4 vectors that we're gonna mix. So let's say blend. Nope. Lerp. Oh, I see. Lerp. We only need the 2 colors though. So then plug this into the alpha. And then plug this here. Does that work? And then change this to like bright yellow. And this to like red. Save. I don't want the 3 color, man. Let's see. Lerp. Oh, linear interpolate. Duh. We can take one channel since it's all black and white. A, B, delete you because you're lame. Alright. Float 3 and float 4 are on. Oh, interesting. Maybe I need to do a constant 3 vector. Yeah, it looks like that compiles. So the four vector is just alpha as well, which we really don't care about. Anyway, make one of these bright yellow, make the other one bright orange. Just the way their colors are displayed is very odd. So that is working, but we need more contrast, I think. So let's make this a little bit more saturated and a little bit darker. Hit okay. Oh, and then we can also convert to parameter. And this will be color glow 2. We'll convert this to a parameter and call this glow 1. Hit save. Okay, now it's subtle. Take this down even further. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So then we can also change the coordinates. So we can tile this a couple times. That looks pretty cool. Let's see what 15 does. No, that's too much. Just change it to like maybe 7. And then we'll up the speed to like minus 1.25. And we can always tweak this gradient later to make it smoother, potentially. But overall, I think it's looking pretty cool. Maybe just like 1.5, man. Maybe 2? A lot of this is just tweaking and messing with it until you get something you're happy with. Regardless, we now have a cool animated ring thing. And that looks pretty dope to me. So now we can grab our platform material and work on that. For this one, we could probably use our material instance, but I might want to animate stuff on this later. So instead, ooh, I have an idea. Why do I have these ideas? I want to, okay, for our platform, I kind of want to animate this glowing in and out. And have an idea to do it. I don't know if it's worth it or not. Let's do it. Let's try it. You know, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to try. That's what they say about heroin too. Okay, so there's our glowy. There's our glowy. We can take these two masks and combine them in Photoshop. So we will export mask. Oh, wait, I can export to clipboard. Dope. Check this out. Nice. Oh, that's such a nice feature. So now if we just add this, bam, there's our mask. Then all we have to do is go back into Painter, turn these off. Oh, I wonder if I could do the same thing for these. and have them like blink at different rates. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, Chris, you're an overachiever. Why you gotta be like this, man? Oh, my ice maker is being loud, huh? Anyway, turn that off, turn that off. Yeah, we're gonna make these lights blink because it'll look so cool. So then we're going to this one is red dot, so we will export this to file and we'll say red blinky mask platform, red blink mask, and then green dot. We'll export that to clipboard as well, or file, and this will be platform green blink mask. So we'll turn all those off and we'll file export textures and we'll go ahead and re-export these. So now if we reload, re-import, bam, we should have nothing. So we're going to take our platform, we want the base color obviously, plug that in. We will grab our normal map and plug that into the normal, and we'll grab our occlusion roughness metallic. Red goes to occlusion, green goes to roughness, blue goes to metallic. Then we have to build our emissive out using our masks. So in Photoshop, I'm gonna save this out as a PNG. We'll call this platform underscore center glow mask. So we'll grab that, we'll grab that, we'll grab that, drag them in. Dude, E-Trade keeps notifying me. Why? Bruh, just take my money and grow it. I don't want to hear about it. I want to hear your sass. So then we're gonna build all these individually. So we take our center glow and we multiply this with a constant 3 vector, which will be whatever yellow color we're using. So we'll just do solid yellow, I guess, for now. We can always change that later. Oh, if we do it this way, we can make it a parameter as well, and we can change the color. Oh, that could be another visual for how much health the player has. We could have it slowly go to red. Ah, Chris, you're a genius. Don't mind me here. So anyway, go ahead and plug this. So we have that. So then we will grab our green blink and we will do a constant 3 vector for green. Multiply. And then we'll do the same thing for the red. A 3 vector is just a really fancy nerd way of saying red, green, blue. For anybody who's curious. So we'll drag this in here. And then we will take these. We're going to add them all together. So do add. And that'll give us the green lights. And then we will add. And that'll give us our red lights. And then we plug this into emissive. And then we can look at the platform, and that gives us our proper emission. Looking cool. Oh, look at how shiny that looks. Dope. And then what we can do is then multiply this with our gradient. Multiply. Add a panner. With our texture coordinate. Plug that in. We'll make our texture coordinate like 0.1. And then the speed is probably a whole lot right now. Oh, speed x1. Sick. Except we will lerp this. Oh no. Linear interpolate. Sorry, my menu is bugged out on my screen, but not on your screen. It's a weird bug that keeps happening to me. So we're going to lerp this with a constant 3 vector. So I have to look up at my streaming PC to see the menu because it is totally bugged out on my end. Unless I reboot the engine. And we'll call this white. And then we'll set the alpha to like 0.25. So that way it never like fades out completely. And it looks pretty cool. And then we can slow this down. I think we're gonna take the speed and make it like 0.45. So now we have like this subtle breathing in and out glow on it, and it looks pretty cool. And now for the blinkies, I think for all of this, we're gonna make our texture a little bit darker, but we can kind of just do that here by setting the brightness to like 0.75 and saving. By setting the brightness to like 0.55 and saving. Oh yeah, now that's way more visible. Okay, so now for the blinkies, this is gonna be the fun, interesting part to see if it works. So for that, I'm gonna go ahead and save everything again because I know this is about to crash since I'm having my menu bug. And here, we will multiply this with our gradient yet again. We do want this one to be solid, go to solid black, and we'll just say panner. Dude, you can do so much work with panners, huh? Do texture coordinate, plug that in. Tile this by like 10 and set the speed to like 10. And now if we look at the platform, they blink a little bit too fast. But we can kind of take this and multiply it by like 3. And that'll give us a much harsher divide. And then we can also set this to like 5 and set the texture coordinate to tile like 5 times. Still really fast. Let's look at the preview for this. Multiply that by like 5, by like 10. Plant. Maybe we should multiply this by itself. Here, we'll make a new one. This one can only be like, this one can be like 512 by 512. There's no reason to have this any bigger. And half of, wow, okay, everything is bugging the hell out on my screen. Very odd. I'm gonna close Painter for now. Okay, y'all can't see this, but I'm gonna film it on my camera and show you what's going on. Okay, so now I bring up the video that I just filmed. And this is so weird because on your screen it looks totally normal, but here on my screen, how do I play this? Look, Photoshop is like flickering like crazy. What is happening? I have no idea what's going on. Maybe it's like a Steam VR thing. I wonder. It's only when stuff is selected too. So for width, do 256 by 512. Oh shit, it's doing it in millimeters. 256 pixels by 512 pixels. That should be half. I can't really tell where this is. I can look up and that's fine. Okay. Fill that in. Save this as a PNG. And we'll call this Blinky Mask Pan. Hop back into Unreal, drag that down, and we're going to use this instead of this bad boy. So we don't need these multiplies anymore, or this clamp. You can just plug it straight in, hit save, and take a look. Still a little bit fast, so we'll just change the panner to be like 2. Okay, so now we can get this cool blinking effect. Look at that. Oh, it's awesome. And then we'll do the same thing for the red. But we'll pan it in the opposite direction. So we'll change this to -2. Now if we look at this, we have all these like blinky lights. Oh, that's sick. Maybe make it even less sporadic. Just -1. And then 1. Like little status lights. That's so cool. Oh god, I'm good at this. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this into our player pawn, but first I'm going to reboot the engine to deal with the bug. I do not know what's causing this. Weird bug. Maybe it's got to be Steam VR, maybe. Anyway, let's bring back up Unreal Engine. Please, sir, don't be bugging out now, y'all. I beg of you. I beg of thee. Cool. So now we can hop into our player pawn. I just like accidentally spit on myself. Weird. And under the viewport, we're gonna replace this with the cooler new one. Now, I don't think I've really changed the location or anything of this much, so we'll just say platform, TP just platform. Nice. God, the blinking lights, that worked so much better than I thought it would. And we have the glowing in and out too. That is sick. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to take our rail and shove that in. And this is going to be parented to text follow. And we'll rotate it minus 90 degrees so it matches up with the head. We're going a little bit drastic on the material for the ring. The ring. Make it a little more subtle. Maybe make it even a little bit more subtle. You might say what's too subtle. I don't know, the whole thing feels like it's living and breathing now, which is nice. So if we were to test this, okay, it does still fit on the track without colliding with anything, I think. Nice. Let's see if it collides here. Pause. Oh, it did a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's enough for anybody to notice or care. Well, cool. That'll add some life to the game. Make it feel more arcadey. More cool glowy animations. So now, I guess we can play test it. Hesitant because that means I have to wake up the base stations. Well, no idea what just happened there. Let's try that again. Play. Okay, I need to figure out the rotation glitch there, but otherwise looking good. So let's find references for this. And ooh. Okay. Just want to grab this. For rotation, there used to be like a shortest distance option. I wonder if relative rotation would do it though. Let's try this. So we want to go from here. Nope. Here. To the relative rotation of the camera. Cool. All right, so let's add a widget for text. So, transport widgets. We'll add a new widget class. User interface. I wish that the one option it needed wasn't hid behind this notification. Seems like a design oversight. This will be speed level score platform stats. Let's try that. And this is about a little bit narrower than a 16:9 screen, so we'll stick with the 1280-720 and we'll just add some text. So for this, add some text. And this will be score. Yeah. This will be speed. So here's the thing. I don't think anybody's gonna make it past the double digits on speed. Never say never, right? But I think we'll be okay. The score is the one I'm worried about, because I want to have the score text object and the actual score be two separate text objects. People will probably get to like the 5 digits of score, if I had to guess. Not for seconds survived, but once you punch things, you're gonna get score as well. Anyway, this one will be right justified. And we're gonna bind this to get game mode, cast to TPT game mode, and we'll grab the score. Get player score. Bam. And we'll give this like 5 zeros for now. So let's go ahead and work on some padding for this. We'll go ahead and do padding. Pad. String left pad. Character count 5. And then we'll replace spaces with zeros and plug that into our text output. So back on the designer, we'll set this to be just 5 zeros just as a representation. And we want all of these, I think, to be anchored to the center. So now we're gonna just make these bigger. Because we want this to take up like the whole screen. We'll size the content. So I think maybe like 150. And we want these to be on the same Y position. Oh, maybe something like that would look fine. 4 zeros is probably going to end up being plenty. 150. And we need to increase the speed level when they actually increase the speed level. So for that, this is probably ever only going to get to 2 digits. Maybe just center it like this. Except I think if we make it top heavy, it'll look better. And then under our game mode, I wonder if you can animate changes of things. I don't think there's an easy way. I think they would add that though. Make it so the text like rotates or something into the correct numbers rather than just going ding ding ding. Probably a way to do it. Anyway, I want this to be black. And then we want to bind this to, let's add a new variable to our game mode. Edit game mode, hell yeah. So now here, we'll add, oh, current difficulty, we already have it. Oh shit, did I bind the... No, I did not. Create binding. We will get game mode. Pass to TPT game mode. And we'll grab current difficulty. And then we need to actually up the difficulty in... we need to up the difficulty on the map generator every time that happens. So let's say place. Oh, my menu's bugging out again. I do not know why this is happening. Y'all can't see it, which is the damnedest thing. I have to literally record my screen just to show you, which is so weird. Cool. This is weird. Looks like a normal menu on that screen. On this screen, I don't think anybody's even watching, but just in case, I kind of want this for video evidence for later. So on stream, here, I'll show full screen for this. On stream, looks like a regular menu. On my PC, it's bugged out. Somebody want to explain that? I asked under the VR developers Discord, and nobody had an answer. They were like, maybe try installing old drivers or the studio reliable drivers. I did that. It still does this. What's up, Spicy Jaw? So that's I have to restart the engine to get it to show the regular menu again. I need to figure this bug out. It's only on this screen too, so it's definitely a monitor issue. Maybe it's like a refresh rate thing. I have no idea. That's super strange. Anyway, let's go to our map generator and get this working really quickly. I'm wondering if it's a Steam VR thing, honestly. I'm really wondering if it's a Steam VR thing. Because like Photoshop and stuff doesn't bug out unless Steam VR is up. Unfortunately, I can't test that with Unreal Engine because Steam VR has to start for Unreal Engine to work for a VR project. It's a good test on a new project maybe, but then there's the variable of maybe it's just this project that's broken. Oh, I have no idea. Anyway, let's we could probably so we don't want to put it on the map generator, we want to put it on the segment, I think. So we'll go to our transition segment and go to the overlap. We have a collision cube here that we use for things. So in addition to activating the speed up text, we're also going to grab the game mode. I'm just gonna look at my streaming PC. I don't feel like rebooting the engine. Okay, game mode. Cast to TPT game mode. And then we also want to continue even if this fails. Oh my god, just plug in, please. We also want to set this to only do once. So we don't want them to be able to like accidentally bob their head back and forth and it tries to do this event twice. This is over your head. Nah, it's just visual programming. Look, I'll show you right after I do this what we did. All we're doing is saying, hey, when your head overlaps this box, that's this square right here. First, we ask, is the thing that overlapped this box the head? If that's true, then we do everything after this box once. That's what do once means. Then we get our game mode, which is just It's just the game mode is literally just a place where you can store information. It's a class. You can use it to store scoring and stuff like that. We're about to do stuff with that. But we also grab our player character. The player pawn is what it's called in Unreal Engine. And we tell it to turn our speed up text animation on. A lot of this is a lot less visual than the stuff we normally do on stream, like the art stuff, but it's all necessary to get the game working. So anyway, we're going to grab the get current difficulty, and we're going to ++ it, which means just increment it by 1. Plug that in, compile, and now under our player pawn, we're going to add our little widget that shows our score. So we'll add a widget, and this one's going to be, our widget class will be, what did I call this? Platform stats. Yeah, so there we go. So then we can set this to the size 1280 by 720. Okay, now that's curious. Because if we look at our widget, this is all within a 1280 by 720. So I shouldn't have to increase this at all. Anyway, we want to rotate this 180 degrees, scale it down. Which direction are we? I think I had this rotated a little bit less than 45 degrees, so I'm going to turn off angle snapping and try to fit this on here. So then this widget will show us our score and speed in real time. That looks good enough to me. So now, if we playtest this, it's completely broken on this screen, but y'all can see it. Whoops, forgot to parent it to the follower. I have a little thing that I programmed to follow the head for the screen, so it's always facing the way you are, but I didn't attach the text to it. Okay. It works. Mission accomplished. That is way too good of a workout for level 1. I gotta make it easier to start out. Especially since considering a lot of people playing this game are not going to be even as fit as I am, and I'm not that fit. I'm like relatively fit compared to most people. It's a lot of squats though. Ooh. So that works. Let's make this a little bit easier. I'm gonna go ahead and reboot the engine first though. Also gonna close Blender. Just in case that might be what's causing the bug. I don't think it is though. I don't know what's causing it. Such a weird bug to only be bugging out on one monitor. Did it click on this? Right, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I have the difficulty increasing. So we can start this out pretty slow. So let's go to our map segments, and for the duck dodge, this is a person of average height. I think we need to make this a little bit easier. So for this is a little bit easier for a difficulty 1 segment, I think. So we'll say, so it was there. Let's drag it up to like here. This should not be difficult at first. So let's take our person and see. It's like an average person. I feel like this shouldn't be that hard, but it feels like I have to duck so far. But that's probably also because I'm taller than this person. If I was a smart man, I would have these adjust when they're generated based on the person's height. But the problem is, what if they're ducking when it generates? Then it'll get some weird results. So I'm just trying to find a good average. So we'll just set this up a little bit more. This is a person, I think I made this person like 5'6" for testing. So relatively speaking, this one is 40. So we'll set this up to 40 as well. That should make that a little bit easier. It's like between 5'4" and 5'8", I think, is average adult height. 5'4" for women, 5'9" for men. Which is the 40th tallest for the United States, which is the 40th tallest nation in the world. 40th? Damn. Who else is taller than us? Like Scandinavia? Average height by country. United States is 5'9" for male, 5'3.5" for female. The 10 tallest oh, Netherlands makes sense, yeah. I've met some people from the Netherlands. That's where Blender is developed. They are tall people. How tall is 72.36 inches? 6'3". No, 6.03 feet. 0.03 feet 2 inches. Oh damn, I'm taller than the average Netherlander person. Weird. I guess all the short people average it out for us. I might redesign these to have like red glowiness so people know they need to dodge them. Polax? What's a Polak? So for difficulty 1, I think, let's say height like 35. We'll try that and see if it feels any better. I need to change that on all of these. 35. Wait, 15 centimeters to inches. That raised it like 5 inches. Really? I didn't realize centimeters were that big. That should be easier to duck under now. I'll make it harder as we go along. Duck twice. And then always want to give people space between the obstacle and the next potential obstacle. At least a little bit of space. So I think we're gonna like, I do want, okay, so I want like I want difficulty 1 to be pretty easy. So we'll just go ahead and add another piece at the end of this. Minus 750 minus 1,000 puts it on par right there. So minus 1250. And then we've got to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments now. Oh shit. Bam. That'll give it a little bit more space for people to get ready for the next segment. Guitar Hero never gave you enough time between. For obstacles, like notes or whatever. Guitar Hero was a fun game. I miss that sometimes. And then the lasers, I want to make those a little bit easier too. The only way to test things to make them the right difficulty is test them. So for this one, we're gonna make this only 2 lasers that rotate in opposite directions. And then have 1 segment of space guaranteed after the obstacle. And that should make this a little bit easier. I'll also space these out just a little bit, I think. Somewhere around like right there. These are difficulty 1 obstacles. They need to be relatively easy. I don't want people to hop in the game and instantly die and be like, well, fuck this shit, never again. Because that's not a good time for anybody. Build up to the hard stuff so people at least feel accomplished that they made it somewhat far. These little boxes are the area in which it's possible for the energy orbs to spawn. Now another idea for a difficulty 2 segment that I had is to have the doors. Maybe I'll make like a different style door. I think definitely different style so there's space for the platform to go under. But you're gonna have to like go, it'll be like right, left, right kind of deal. And I'll probably need to make a different visual obstacle for that. But for testing purposes, just to see if it's fun, we can use the same art. They're adding a new Sonic flavor of G Fuel. They're making this fruity party punch. God, I have too much G Fuel though. I can't buy more. I need to use the stuff that I have. It's an energy drink. Don't do it, Chris. Have too much. Okay. Oh, under our duck twice, I did update the, I need to update the end location to be minus 1500. That's how it knows where to place the next piece. Very simplistic method, but hey, it works. Energy drink hoarder. Have you seen my G Fuel collection? I'll go take a picture and use the restroom at the same time. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna use the restroom in my kitchen. I'm gonna go use the restroom, then take a picture. Wouldn't be a live stream if G Fuel didn't come up at some point. What's up, Pinkman? Okay, let's see if it's uploaded to the cloud yet. Yeah. Okay, so there's my stack of G Fuel powder. And then there's my G Fuel cans in my fridge. But to put it in perspective, each of these tubs is 40 servings. And those are just the tubs that still have powder in them. I have a bunch of empty tubs too somewhere. So I need to chill the F out. Chill the fuck out. Cool. Okay, this works. Let's add our new obstacle, which is going to be the left-right. And then I think we're going to update the doors to be simpler and be glowing red. I think obstacles need to be glowing red so people know, hey, I should probably duck under that rather than I'm going to hit that head on. Hell yeah. My veins are more G fuel than blood. Okay, I don't like drink it all day every day. It wakes me up in the morning, and then I had one serving before this stream to wake me up again. Oh my god, I don't know if y'all have kept up with my loud neighbor saga, but I finally found out why they're so loud. I went and talked to the leasing office people today, and the lady told me, when I told them the apartment that was causing all of the commotion, she was like, oh, they have a really big dog. So they have an Alaskan Malamute, which I don't know specifically what this person's looks like, but they're really big dogs. So that makes sense as to why there's so much noise going on next door. It doesn't make it okay, but it makes a whole lot more sense now. Look how big those dogs are. They're so cute though. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Look at that good boy. Oh my god. Look at that. Wolf-like, yeah. It was a good boy. Oh, so those are really cute. It's hard to stay mad at something that looks like that. So now I just have to like picture that every time I hear bang, bang. Right, that one looks angry. That one looks like it's gonna eat my children if I ever have any. Love those dogs, but you're allergic. Are you allergic to dogs in general or just those ones? Okay, anyway. We've been going for an hour and 35 minutes. God, I really like how this turned out though. The platform, we have like the lights blinking and this sort of fading in and out and this rotating. It looks arcadey and cool. You're allergic to all dogs? Do you have any pets at all? Like cats? Or are you allergic to just fur in general? Cats too? Are there any animals you're not allergic to? Or is it just dogs and cats, as far as you know? What about a baby puma? Or what about a little puma? I guess we can brainstorm like ideas for obstacles as this gets more difficult. Because I don't want just, hey, duck and dodge, lol, 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 lol. That's boring. We need more variety. We need things to punch. Just cats and dogs. You're not allergic to like giraffes, as far as you know, I guess. I guess most people don't have a lot of opportunities to find out if they're allergic to giraffes or not. Cool. So let's take a look at this. We have the platform with the rotating score screen. So we'll put that under our, we'll duplicate this. Today is the 8th. We'll say platform with rotating score, done. Make preset obstacle segments for less procedural generation. The odd numbers, we're gonna throw that out because that's a dumb idea. But more variety in map pieces is good. So that's done. Implemented, we can make a lot more obstacles. Increase score multiplier if all spheres are collected. That one, I have to think about that. I need to think about how I want to score this. In the 1970s, George Lucas had a Malamute. Is it Malamute or Malamute? I guess Malamute. I don't know. Malamute named Indiana, like Indiana Jones. I mean, the game works. I just need to make more obstacles. So let's work on the door obstacle and change the materials around a little bit to make it look like you need to dodge it. I feel like the more like cool animated glowy textures we have, the more arcadey it's gonna feel, which works in our advantage. Like, if you color code things red bad, in general, makes it easier for people to make split-second decisions in the game. Also, I think I'm gonna raise this up just a little bit. So we're gonna take the text and parent it to the rail. So that if we move the rail, the text moves with it. Make this floating a little bit, maybe. Just a little bit. Cool. Going into thinking mode on what else I need to get done. Before I stream next time, I need to make a longer to-do list. Both Chewbacca and Indiana Jones were both inspired by George Lucas's dog. I didn't know that. I figured he would have named the dog after the movies. Indiana Jones is coming out July 28th, 2022. So it hasn't even come out yet. I'm kidding. Raiders of the Lost Ark was 1981. I had to look up the years. Temple of Doom was 1984. Last Crusade was 1989, and that's all of them. There were no more Indiana Jones movies after that. So for the dodging left and right, we need to account for the platform's height and have it like a 90-degree angle rather than a straight down door, or else the thing's gonna collide through it. So let's think about this for a second. I'm gonna open up Blender again. New collection. We'll call this one obstacle dodge rather than duck. And let's grab our 2x2 meter play area for the person, and we'll have it like take up half of it. We need this to take up about this much space. We want it to be obvious that they're not supposed to duck under it. But we do need to add space here for the platform. Anyway. What do I want this to look like? Okay, so a door wouldn't make sense for this because a door would have to close the entire tube off. So what kind of thing would make sense for this? Does it matter? Let's also get our transport thing in here. Oh, yikes. Which one is it? I need to name things better. Okay, so we have ring low, platform low. Put these about right here so we can see with absolute certainty that our thing will go under it without colliding. We'll make this have the potential to go all the way to the left in terms of modeled detail. It makes sense to have object break into two items and punch, so you have two things to hit when you come around. There's a I don't know how much that would make sense for this mode since you're constantly moving. That would be difficult. But, good idea. There's also, I guess, I was gonna show you, hey. If you watch the trailer, we're on the same page. There are specific items that when you punch it, it splits into 4 separate ones. You have to punch all of them. Right there. That's in the main game mode though. Or the original game mode. I guess this game mode is getting more fun eventually. So we on the same page. Trying to figure out like what kind of sci-fi object would make sense for this, and does it actually matter? That's the question. Well, let's just look up like some inspiration. Sometimes that's a good way to do things. Sci-fi space station alien. Just have like an alien standing in there waving at you. Ah, dodge it. It's gonna give you cooties. Oh, I used this as reference when I was working on some stuff. Friendly Neighborhood King, cool game. You have you seen it? I can play it real quick if you want me to. I just tweaked some things. Alien slime. That's not a bad idea. Eventually in the thing. You have. Chairs. You've been here? Cool. This is such a cool sketch. That's a really cool piece of concept art. Subbed for life. I appreciate that. Alien movie where the alien worm is moving towards you? Which one is that? Do you know the title of it? Be curious to look. At the end of the day, I don't think it really matters what this object is, as long as it fits the design language of the map and it looks cool. Right? So just make something that looks cool and be like, oh, it's the generator maybe. Maybe a little bit thicker. We're gonna want to line this, I think, with red glowiness so people know to dodge it. So we're gonna do with a lot of things, I think, going forward. Some items are power-up balls that you need to destroy another object. It's an interesting thought too. I'll write this stuff down. Difficulty with that would be... Let me make a new... General ideas / brainstorming. Power up balls that you need to destroy their object. So this is generated on the fly. You want to see me sweat? I just made it easier. It's gonna make you sweat less. This is generated on the fly. So let me grab my player, turn auto start on. So knowing far enough ahead that you need to collect something, I'd have to figure out the logic for something like that. And I feel like that might be kind of punishing for a mechanic. Because they might not even notice the thing that they're supposed to. Yeah, so it sort of generates and destroys itself on the fly to save on memory. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, I forgot that the health depletes up. God, every time I just like get in the zone watching this. Oh, that catches you off guard. Oh shit. Let's start off. Holy crap. That's Squat Simulator 9000. Holy shit. I didn't think that was gonna be a leg day. Thank you, friendly neighborhood king. I appreciate it. Yeah, we need a obstacle. I need to make less ducking obstacles, more dodging obstacles. Holy shit. Yowza. Gotta catch my breath. That gets your heart racing. What's my heart rate right now? This smartwatch is like, God, Jesus, just go back to the fucking home screen so I can click the thing. It's calculating my heart rate. It went down probably like 10 beats per minute in the time it took just to get the stupid fucking watch to work. It is not calculating it. Dude, I'd be better off. I bought this watch so I could easily keep up with my heart rate and stuff. Better off just measuring it myself by doing this. It was a great demo. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's pretty light on the amount of obstacle options for the map generator to choose right now. I hate this. 89 beats per minute. Yeah, my heart slowed down in the time that it took to get the watch to fucking work. Good job, Fossil. Smartwatch. Might lead. Yeah. All ideas are good. There's no such thing as a shitty idea unless you're telling me to make an open world MMORPG in VR by myself with 800 hours of gameplay. Then I would tell you to go fuck yourself. But just gotta figure out how I want this to look. I think I can start like venturing into the more stylized territory for obstacles and stuff to make it feel really arcadey. I also need to find some good music tracks for this. You are not allowed to use stream beats for commercial purposes like this unless you get a license with them. I looked into it because I honestly really like some of the stream beats. So probably just grab some tracks from Digital Juice or something. We need a banger. I feel that. Wow. Okay. Good workout. My legs are gonna hurt tomorrow. Sucks because tomorrow's workout is cardio / leg day, kind of. I've been doing so every other day, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do something with weights. Then Tuesday, Thursday, I do Supernatural VR, which is like a specific workout game. It's pretty much Beat Saber, but they have new workouts with new pop culture, like new popular songs. Neighbors are like stomping around. Jesus fucking Christ, that dog. But they have trainers built in that like tell you to keep your form and everything, and more new music like every day. Good workout. Oh, and the locations are really cool. Rather than just standing on the Beat Saber stage, you get to, they have like these 360-degree environments of really cool locations all across the world. It's really neat. Would recommend. It's like a subscription fee, but totally worth it in my opinion, because they have to pay for the music licensing. But geez, once I get this game working on the quest, I'll just I'll put all of my effort into just maintaining my high score at the top of the leaderboard. But that's a long way off. First I gotta get it working on Steam. So let's see, something like that shape could be cool. Have it take up like half the area, so you just go Just make it have potential to go all the way over here in terms of art direction. Of course. I know I just spent like the past day building this thing. We could just say no platform for the player to stand on. Like Pistol Whip does. But I kind of like the rotating score as is. It's kind of nice. You could always put it on their wrist, but then have the different unlockable fists, and that becomes problematic with putting the text in a place that doesn't get obstructed by any of the fists. That's where thinking ahead would have been great. So, just make a cool looking sci-fi obstacle. We can make like a laser curtain. So if we hide this for a second and just add like some cylinders. That way the platform could collide through it and who fucking cares because it's lasers. I just don't like the way that looks. Nah, I think having like a solid actual obstacle there would look better. easier to register in like a split second, for sure. So, something a little bit thick. You like the thick ones. Then, you can inset this. Just a little bit. And don't, yeah, turn off boundary. There we go. Whoops. Something like that. Make this like the glowing red. God, I've really got to think about this art direction. I did not make this easy on myself from the get-go. But if every single obstacle has like red glowing saying, hey, dodge this, then I think that becomes pretty apparent, like, hey, dodge this. Can it be completely nonsensical? Yeah, probably. We'll just have like a voice come on at the start of the game that says something along the lines of intruder spotted, security systems activate. And then all of this will be like the space station's security systems, as shitty as they are as security systems. And that's all the story the player really needs. They're trying to dodge these security systems and make it as far into the space station as possible, I guess. Kind of like, have you ever seen this is a classic smartphone game, Jetpack Joyride, and like all of the obstacles are pretty much these buzzers that spin around and the coins that you collect. So same general kind of idea, in that they have like these detailed lab backgrounds, but then these like random ass buzzers. Like, why are those in a laboratory? Why are there missiles in a laboratory? Nobody knows. Who cares? Oh, that's one kind of obstacle we could have, though, the missiles or bombs that come towards you. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of like the random ass buzzers they have. Fun little smartphone game though. I played it so much back in college. Really addictive. Anyway, the front and back of this can be identical. Why is it not showing me the origin? I have an idea. These are security systems, so this could just be like a big hot plate kind of deal. Like so. And then we could put like a caution hot sticker on it. Chris, you're interesting. You're an interesting man. Here we go. Add a sense of humor to this, like little Easter eggs that people can pick up on. And I think they'll appreciate it. So it looks pretty cool. And then we just have little arms sticking out that hold it to the wall. And then we can also check this out. Why is that not beveling properly? That's what I want to know. There's like an extra, there's got to be like an extra face or something here. Oh, normals. I see. We can duplicate this across up top when we're done with the bottom one. I don't think we do have an N-gon right here. There we go. So then we can take this. Now all we have to do, if we're making that the storyline, is sort of just figure out like, hey, what would be some really ridiculous space station security measures? Just absolutely absurd. And do that. Here, we'll I don't know why it's not showing object origins. That's pretty odd. Oh, origins. There we go. So this is already pretty wide. If we're measuring this 0.278 meters to inches, this is about 10 inches. So it's almost a foot in diameter. It's really thick. Some people like it that way. Stop it, Chris. So maybe something like that. Oh wait, this is I forgot this is being mirrored. So now I've got like this big ass fly swatter thing. It'll be glowing red. Oh, I skipped the number there. Whoops. These are really shitty security systems for a high-tech spaceship or space station. It's a giant fucking hot plate. Oh, what is wrong with me? How do you keep people out of your space station? Giant fucking hot plate. That's what I do. Suck it, you're never getting it. There's something wrong in my brain. What's up, Benzwall? How's it going? We got the thing done in game. I'll show you. Yeehaw. So it works. We have the score spinning around matching the player. And we also added like some animated textures to the energy tubes and like blinky lights. So it looks pretty cool. It's now working on a dodge thing. It's a giant fucking hot plate. This is gonna be glowing red. I'm gonna add some glowing red to the doors that you have to duck under as well to make it thematic that that's like a space station security system. Thank you for your congratulations, sir. I appreciate it. I need to make like the transition piece here though that transitions into the wall and says, hey, this could maybe actually go into the wall. So it needs to be at least starting and ending here. So we will duplicate this. Or we'll just add a cylinder that matches this location. Cylinder, I believe 32? Yeah, 32 segments seems right. Don't know what for, but oh, he was talking about the rotating piece on the player platform working. I think he was joke congratsing. It kind of works. Is congratsing? I don't think that's even a word. I think I messed up. So we can divide this here and here, and then mirror in both directions to save us a whole lot of work. Any milestone that is a reason to celebrate. Oh, I appreciate that. I still have a long way to go. But mucho apreciando. I don't know. I'm making up words at this point. Probably just a boomer thing I wouldn't understand. I think if anyone here understands a boomer thing, it's probably me, because I'm so fucking old. Maybe I'll make a version of this segment that's cut out. Yeah, 30 might as well be 90. I agree with that. I'm so old. I'm way past my time. Death was just kind of like, I'm not feeling it today. That guy's not worth my effort. Oh, man. Meme break. As an adult, I always forget that I can literally get in my car, buy a cake whenever I want, and no one can stop me. Yeah, but then you feel horrible after you eat it. That's my problem. I have to cut myself off at the grocery store, or else I'm gonna eat a bunch of junk food in one sitting. When Netflix asks if you're still watching and you see your face reflection on the black screen. Great thing about Crunchyroll is it doesn't ask if I'm still watching, it just keeps playing. Interesting. What does this end up being? Oh, that's funny. That's a fun challenge. He's probably thinking about other girls. Him. Why did I ever think A1 sauce was actually called AL sauce? Who even... Oh, Al sauce. Who even is Al? Alabama.
And all you have accomplished in all that time. And then look at you. And look at all you have done. And all you have accomplished in all that time. And it's just so amazing, right? I mean, we started out with clues. And now it's what? Student loans.
When you finally get what you want, but it doesn't make you feel any better and just ruins your life more. Nice. Perspective. I don't like all the videos people have been posting on me IRL lately. Because I don't want copyrighted audio to play when I'm streaming. Wait, what is this? Okay, I have...
Alcohol is cool, but have you ever had someone care about you? Me neither. Pass the bottle.
Oh no.
Alcohol is cool, but have you ever had someone care about you? Me neither. Pass the bottle.
Nice. Well done. Canada geese, toddler, anti-vaxxer. Toddlers and geese are always pooping. Toddlers and anti-vaxxers are have incoherent ramblings. Anti-vaxxers and Canada geese want everyone dead. And all three of them, you just can't reason with them. That's pretty good. Lost parents around corner. I'm not gonna play any audio. When your friend says something stupid and you have to check if they have a brain. You have to have friends first, haha. Berkeley Zen Center, accomplishing nothing since 1967. Nice. Nobody. My thoughts while laying in bed at 2 a.m. Yep. Let's take a look at some black magic. Oh, these are cool. These are really cool. I love this. This is just a classic cups and balls routine. I wonder if there's anything special added to it, or if he's just doing the classic stuff. So far, it's just the classic stuff. Never been on Reddit in your life? Why not? It's so great for wasting time. Also, that was all classic cups and balls stuff. There was nothing new there. He was really good at it though. It was a really solid performance. The coin fell and it started to spin under the influence of static electricity between the curtain and the coin's surface. This depends what subreddit you're on as well. So this is Reddit Black Magic Fuckery, which is where people post like unexplainable stuff. I don't think that's static electricity. I think it's attached to like, I think it like got stuck on like a thread or something. Static wouldn't cause it to dangle like that. Electromagnet on a crane moving a ferromagnetic scrap. Oh, ferromagnetic. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. Magnets are so cool. Sky glows green after lightning strike during southern Ontario thunderstorm. Interesting. Where's the green? I guess that's just as green as it gets. Where do they intersect? They don't. Oh, that hurts. If you trace this with your mouse, it's one solid individual circle on each ring. Oh god, that hurts my brain so much. I love optical illusions. Same guy. Same guy. Shoots bullet from his hand. Interesting. I love card magic. I do card magic myself, so this better be good. Got the ace. We got an 8. Oh, his movements are so awkward. Oh, his movements are so awkward. Yikes. That's just the structural integrity of the brick. I sound so cynical. This is science stuff. What's about? Whoa. Oh, I guess it's like a light trick. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, all these people posting like classic magic tricks. Like they're new and innovative. Oh, it's such an old one. That's pretty cool. Oh, smart. So the top square, the perspective doesn't quite line up with the camera, but cutting it out like this looks pretty cool. Okay, yeah, if you tilt the okay, now it matches. Nice. Very nice. Oh, very nice. Well done. Now it makes sense why it was stretched. Oh, nice. He like straight up disappeared. Let's see what this guy does. Oh, classic. Solid moves. Put some shoes on, dude. Glyphosate into a container looks like a glitch in the matrix. What is glyphosate? Is it just like a really thick material with a high viscosity? Coin into dry ice. Gotta clean. Alright, have a good night, Neighborhood King. Thanks for hanging out. I'm probably gonna get off here shortly. I'm brain dead for the night, I think. Who wears shoes in their own house? People who are filming videos, you weirdo. I think we've seen all the coolest stuff. Oh, what's this? Oh god, why you hurt my brain like this? Anyway. I made good progress tonight. I think I'm gonna end there and think further about the kinds of obstacles I want to create to add to the game, because we have everything in place and working. Now it's just making a bunch of really fun obstacles and assigning difficulties to them. So I'm gonna brainstorm on that over the next couple days, and I should be back on Friday to work on this some more. Tomorrow I'm going to the nerd bar and playing Magic with my brand new sleeves. I don't know if I showed them to you, Benzalot. My new card sleeves. For my Magic cards. I think I did. So we got these ones. My personal favorites. Wait, let me make the face so I can make a clip out of this later. Get all the nerd ladies with that. Dude, there aren't any. That's the catch. Okay, wait, that's wait. And then finally, get all the nerd bros with that. And then finally, giving myself clips to work with if I edit this later into a Twitter video. Like a couple dozen people per week. Yeah, I guess so. They take their dining area. There's usually probably like 10, 20 fish. Maybe less than 20, more than 10. Somewhere between there. Not like a ton. I think I'm gonna get off here for the night. I can't focus. So I'm gonna go play Dead Cells for a couple hours, I think. And then go to sleep. Or watch anime. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back Friday. I might, on the other channel, I might stream the Fortnite event on Sunday. I'm thinking about it. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just enjoy it off stream. But I'm gonna get off. So thanks for hanging out. Benzalot, your friendly neighborhood king, Spicy Jaw, and Vinkman, and Cash and Sam Ryben, who were here earlier. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening. End stream.